Hey, what's up, guys? How are you? Welcome back to another episode of Toys in My Closet. And today we have a premiere review. Obviously, what I mean by the word premiere is because this is kind of a brand new release that I believe is not even supposed to be released yet. It's street dated, but somehow some people like myself have been able to get our hands on it a little bit sooner. But again, I hope you guys enjoy it because I'm excited. This is a really cool looking figure in itself. This is from the Masters of the Universe Revelations series from the Mattel Multiverse He-Man line. And this is the Ultimate Battle Armored Man-at-Arms, where he was told to leave in his position by King Randor when everything happened with Prince Adam, and that they found out he was He-Man, and he perished in the TV series. Spoiler alert, in the first episode. And he was abandoned and he kind of went into hiatus. So, or kind of like a cave dweller. He became, a loner. And this is kind of what I love about this type of line, which did exist in 2000 X version of He-Man. But a lot of those sculptings were very limited, were not to this quality and this caliber with the type of accessories and the size and, technology, obviously. But this lends itself really well because it's a new Man-at-Arms with a different outfit that's more realistic take on based on reality, and also keeping in mind that it's a figure that it doesn't feel gimmicky like when you were little and you would get wash spinning bubbles Batman, right, for example, that they would just do these variants of the figures that are main characters just for playetic type of feel for kids so they can have something to play with, but they didn't feel like a necessity or something necessary that you would need for your shelf or for your collection. With this is a piece that complements what you already have because it fits in and it's telling you another story, another part of the story that was told within the actual animation, right? Which is very cool. So I am your host, Ebot, and I hope you sit back and relax and enjoy a digital drink, and hopefully stick with me for the end of the review or through the entire review to see what you think of Man-at-Arms and my thoughts about the figure. So you see real fast, we'll start that with that it has the same deluxe style window box as a Beastman, and too bad so far it is not the long, elongated one that we have with Hordak or She-Ra or the movie versions of He-Man. This is more compact but girthy, if that makes any sense. And you see it looks really good in the packaging in the window box, as you see there. The heads and face sculpts look to be absolutely stunning. And you'll see that in the top it says Masterverse. Pretty much par for the course with the Netflix logo in the corner. For all you collectors that love collecting still mint on card. It says Heroic Master of Weapons with the Man-at-Arms logo. But on the side is the real magic, where you see this wonderful artwork here that was created for this version. And you'll see it in Man-at-Arms on the top there as well, which looks really, really good, as you see there. And then in the back, you turn around, you get another piece of artwork that looks really cool with him with his actual battle armor suit and the cannon. And you see that this is the cross on the bottom. He is from the Frost Roboto and Stratos with Evelyn, Sorcerer's Evelyn, if you will, wave. I did find them in my local Target. That's where it's starting to hit shelves. I don't know if it's exclusive to Target, but from what it looks like, it is premiering in the Targets. And you see there with the readout, it says King Randor stripped Duncan of his title as the Royal Men-at-Arms and banished him for the kingdom under penalty of death. So there you have it. And he looks fantastic in the bubble box blister, so I could only imagine what he looks like out of the bubble box. So I'll see you guys in a blink of an eye. So here we are, guys. Here we have Man-at-Arms out of the packaging. And you see right away that he is a very different style of looking figure. But he looks fantastic, to be quite honest with you. He almost looks like a Jedi version of Man-at-Arms, if that makes any type of sense. Let's take a closer look at Man-at-Arms. And you see right away the beautiful face sculpt with the anime style they had in the movie or in the series, with the white hairs in the side, as you can see, and the white hairs on his chin. Has a full-grown beard now, not just a mustache. And he does have a actual ponytail samurai style in the back, with his hair that drips all the way down, as you can see there, hidden by the actual cloth cape that he has. And you see he has an orange scarf to continue his motif, with the money green shirt that you see has all this amount of detail on it, like patching and tethering and weathering, like it's been in battle. See there in the shoulder areas, comes up to his shin guards, or forearms rather. You see there, it's all cut up and look like he stitched it up with that nice belt, with that pouch there in orange, and that navy blue color with the silver buckles draping over his pants. And as you can see in the back also, you can remove it. It is removable, as you see. And then you go down to the pants, obviously, and they look like a denim, light grayish color. Even has patches on the pants or jeans or whatever from being worn, torn, or ripped or older. And then the boots have his straps in greenish, kind of like a sea green, coming around to the entire side of the boot, which the boot looks like a royal blue. Then you have this beautiful and wonderful cloth robe that almost feels like, I think it's Falk, if I'm not mistaken. Looks really, really good. It's thick, it feels quality, and it just makes the figure feel way more premium than other figures do in the line thus far. So again, it looks really, really good, as you see here, and I can't stress enough how cool he looks, kind of like a desert samurai, you know, castaway and stuff. It looks awesome. It looks awesome. So now what we'll do is we'll take a closer look at Man-at-Arms accessories. Alright guys, how are you? Welcome back. And here are Man-at-Arms, Ultimate at Man-at-Arms to be exact, accessories. And you can see he brings a slew of accessories. He's almost like a Super 7 Ultimate version of masterverse. And this figure, if I didn't say it in the beginning, the MSRP is $32.99 with tax, and when it's all said and done, it's about $35.80 something. So again, not bad, I believe, for what you're getting. So we'll start off with his brand new firepower cannon. It is humongous. It has nice metallic blue and orange on top to kind of complement the motif of Man-at-Arms to begin with. Has a big hole there where you, I guess, so you can put a special effect, but they didn't include one. I guess that's a missed opportunity by Mattel, or just cost efficiency would have been way more. Which again, if they add more for your value, I think people wouldn't be as apprehensive to pay for stuff. But, you know, again, I guess they're trying to keep it within a certain price point. Then he has this forearm gauntlet that goes by his wrist area as well. That I guess it acts as a shield. I forgot what it did in the cartoon. I think it's a piston and it turns into like a shield. And it does some other stuff. And it just kind of morphs into different things. And this is a nice soft plastic. You see the reds right there with the actual oranges as well. And then he has the two side shin guards for his legs. I believe they are marked inside, telling you which one is left and right, or is it in the bottom? Oh yeah, I think there you go. It's in the bottom. See, it says right. I don't know if you guys can see that, and it says left on it. So those are the two shin guards there that go on his legs for his new bodysuit. Then he has a wonderful new head portrait right here. And look how amazing that sculpt is. With the 5 o'clock, you know, shadow, beard full on with the whites, with the pearl and the metallics and the orange. And then the hair dress coming down because hair's been growing out, which is really cool. And, you know, in my opinion, really cool effect. Makes Matador looks more badass, in my opinion. He brings another extra set of hands right here, which you saw in front of you. One fell down, so, you know, forgive me for that. But this is another set of hands here, which are basically open hands that for him to hold his weapons. And then you see that on him, he already has 2 fisticuffs for fighting stuff. And then I believe this is a shoulder pauldron that goes on one of his shoulders in black with the grays and matte, a little pearlescent in there, and then you have the orange, and they look chrome or pearlescent, so to speak. Then we have his new battle armor, which is a mix of classic with new. See the tithering of the actual, you know, fur on the side, like animal fur, metallics, and dark orange, and a regular lighter orange with the belt going around with these buckle straps painted in like a silver, as you can see. Then he has a new nice, you know, sidearm cannon that I believe opens up like this. You can open it up like so, and it shoots out and it has the weapon on it, and it's form fitted with these little tabs here where you could just put it in the front here and here, and it attaches. So it looks really cool, really nice. So those are all of his accessories. So he comes with a very nice amount of accessories. So now let's take a look at Man-at-Arms articulation. So we'll start off with his head, and I'm going to leave the cloak on. Goes left, goes right, goes down about that much. Doesn't really go up, but I believe it's because of, like I showed you guys, the hair dress going in, and then you have the scarf, right? So that's the hair scarf. The shoulders, they have a ball peg that goes up about that much. Goes 180 degrees. We do have a bicep swivel. We do have a double elbow, and it's pinless, as you notice. All new sculpting too, original sculpting. Then you got the hinge on the wrist that goes in and out and spin. I believe on the other side also an inside and outside hinge and spins. On the torso area, has a nice torso cut, as you can see there. Right, it goes back that much. It goes forward a little bit, and then it has a left and right rockers movement. Not much because it's the new sculpting, but still good enough where you can do certain things dynamically with the pose of the torso. Obviously, he has the waist swivel. Now we go into the legs, where he has a thigh swivel and can put the legs up that much. And the knee, which is a double on the kneecap, as you can see there. And he has a boot swivel, and then his foot goes forward that much, back a whole lot, and then it has a forward pin rocker. And then as for the legs, as far as the legs go, he can kick up that much, kick back about that much, and do a full Van Damme split, which is better than most Marvel Legends out there, for example. So as far as the articulation goes, Man-at-Arms, or Ultimate Battle Man-at-Arms, is obviously par for the course and very good as far as the articulation goes. So now what we'll do is we'll dress him up and accessorize him with everything he has. Give me 1 second and I'll be right back. Here we go, guys. Here we have Man-at-Arms, or the Ultimate Man-at-Arms, accessorized. And it's a little tricky to get everything on him to fit with the cape, because it's done in such a way that, because the cape is so thick and it has like a specific way that you got to put it on around his neck, it makes it hard to put it on him with all this stuff he has on. But it is still very cool looking once you do get it on, and it doesn't look perfect, but it's good enough where it covers at least one side, like here, and then the other side he has for his cannon and feet. The motif goes really well with the colors matching together, and the cannon as well. Everything's really nice. He looks really, really awesome. So I think you guys will be very happy with him. And again, like I said, these little doors here in the flaps in the front, they open up as well. So he's definitely packing a lot of firepower for being Man-at-Arms, which makes sense. So now let's take a look at some comparisons with Man-at-Arms. And here we go, guys. Here is the first and most important comparison, which is basically all of the Man-at-Arms that I have available in my possession, with the exception of the 2000X and obviously classics, because I have those put away. But I do have the classics. I do have the 2000X. This is the Revelation first appearance. And then we have the minis with the vintage style. And then he's supposed to be a guard too at the same time. And then the 2000X version of the mini. This is also a 2000X version of the mini. And then obviously the vintage Man-at-Arms without the mustache, which is the way I prefer them. And then also, this is from Origins, but it's the representation pretty much of what vintage looked like. So, either way, you have a plethora of different Man-at-Arms, and you can see they look really cool next to each other. I also have the big Mondo version, but, I'm not going to go through all that work of pulling them out just to show them here, because then that would be a pain in the booty hole. But anyway, let's move on, and I'll show you some comparisons with some other figures in the line. So here we are, guys. Here is a money shot, right, if you will, with more Revelations characters in the movie or the actual animation series, where you saw them together in a couple of shots or in a couple of scenes. They have Hero, Roboto, obviously Andra. I kind of created another version here of another character with the mask, which is basically another Andra, but I thought it looked cool in this form with the mask on. So I just call him Scout Warrior. You know what I mean? But yeah, again, Evil Lyn, you see, Tila, and Hero in the background with Orko also. Not to forget Orko. And this is pretty cool. I guess I probably could have thrown in maybe a Scareglow in there, because Scareglow was part of those scenes also. So I'll throw Scareglow in there real quick. On the back, I'll throw Scareglow, which you can see him. There you go. There's Scareglow. So that's what you consider a money shot. So it looks fantastic. Now I'll go to the end of the review and my final thoughts. Alright guys, and here we have the Ultimate Battle Man-at-Arms on the spinner. And, here are my final thoughts. So, I think the figure is an excellent piece that complements the rest of the Revelations multiverse line very well. He looks fantastic, from the face sculpt to the felt cape, the added accessories when he's in his abandoned or disbanded attire. And I think you could even have maybe even two of them, because as you see with the extra head portrait and other accessories, he has kind of like a drifter type of look to him, which makes it look even more more options to have for display on your shelf. So even if you get two of them, I think it makes sense because of what he offers and how much options of different display features and options you have. So I give him a thumbs up. And then for the price point, again, of $32.99, I think it's pretty fair. I don't know if he's only a Target exclusive, but that is where I found mine. So good luck hunting him down. And if he's not a Target exclusive, I'm pretty sure we'll find out soon enough when they make the announcement of where he will be found readily or available readily. So that's it, guys. That's all I have for you with this Ultimate Battles Man-at-Arms. Great figure. I hope you enjoyed my review, my thoughts on it. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you enjoyed it, if you like the figure, if you don't, if you're going to pick him up, if you're not, or if maybe I helped you convince in getting the figure or maybe not getting it. Whichever way it is, let me know down below, because it's good for, action figure conversation. As always, share this video with someone you think might like it. And for all of those yous that are new to the channel, that came by and liked what I do and enjoyed it, and that perhaps even subscribed, thank you, because that means the world to me and I really appreciate it. I'm very humbled and very grateful to have your support, because without you, this channel would not be sustained. You guys can find me in any social media platform like Instagram or Twitter. It's all down in the description below as well. And you can also, if you want to, maybe have me highlight anything, you want to donate anything to the channel for me to showcase or review the way that I did here, I would be more than honored to do it. I would be more than humbled to do so, and grateful at the same time. Just hit me up on one of those DMs on social media and we'll work out the particulars. And lastly but not least, if you guys ever want to help me out directly to help the channel, because you like what I'm doing and want to help me grow and just be bigger and better, there is a way you can do it if you have the means to do it, and if you want to do it from the kindness of your heart. And that is with my Patreon and PayPal information also down in the description below. Guys, I'll see you next time in the next episode of Toys in My Closet. I am your host, Hebot, signing off. And this is the Masters of the Universe from Mattel, Multiverse from Revelations Ultimate Battle Man at Arms, a quote unquote Target exclusive at the moment. So I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for stopping by. Keep collecting, but remember, be mindful and be kind to others while doing it, because we are still in trying times. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.